Hello, and welcome to another episode from the Department of Deportation. Today we're going to be talking about the Immigration and Customs Enforcement raid that took place at a LA area pot farm where a bunch of illegals were arrested, a bunch of protesters showed up, people were running everywhere, tear gas was fired, rioting started taking place, people were getting attacked, tires were getting slashed, shots were fired. And in the end, 10 minors were saved from being forced into labor there, 8 of which were unaccompanied. Random children working at a pot farm in California. Let's dive right into the action. Don't forget to like and share this video and follow our channel.
Do not panic, do not run! Do not run! Stay calm!
They took your mom?
The protesters and the remaining workers seemed to scatter at that time, and then the protesters formed back up and became rioters. As you take a look at this chaotic scene here, they're kicking, punching, hitting, pushing some random dude on the ground that's getting absolutely smashed, all while waving Mexican flags. Nothing shows pride for the country like waving a bunch of Mexican flags and rioting and violently and beating the hell out of some dude on the ground. Hopefully all the people involved in that will end up getting arrested and prosecuted too. And then of course we have scumbag rioters like this lady right here who has decided that the best course of action is to slash some tires. I see another person that needs some extensive prison time and hopefully she also gets arrested. They even landed a Black Hawk in the middle of the pot farm, and you can definitely tell that the one big beautiful bill money is starting to trickle down. And then we have this guy, who definitely decided to shoot at law enforcement and had several different strings of shots, probably because his gun that he stole kept jamming. And we see that he's a terrible shot using that gangster limp-wristed style of just hanging your arm up in the air and randomly firing rounds off. Not very effective, and I'm glad he didn't hit anybody. There is a $50,000 reward and some better pictures of the shooter today. And then we have Gavin Newsom, who's crying about being called Gavin Newscum, and talking about the kids running. Well, turns out the kids were actually working there.
Strikes me unbelievable that the Democrats are not on board. When you look at this raid, there were 10 juveniles that were illegally brought across the border. You and I covered this under the Biden administration. I was down in Texas. We encountered 8, 10-year-old, 12-year-olds coming across with just a name and an address and a phone number on their necks, the cartel ruthlessly sending them across. And yet now we know that 10 of them, 8 of which were unaccompanied minors working illegally in a marijuana farm, and your agents go in and rescue them essentially, and yet there is violent resistance to that. Does that upset you?
It certainly upsets me, and like I said, you know, the work men and women of ICE are doing is incredible. Look, we're looking for over 300,000 missing children. We've already found 10,000. Have you heard that anywhere? No, the media is simply not covering it. And look, this should be a nonpartisan issue. Arresting public safety threats and national security threats, everybody be on the same page on that. Rescuing children, I mean, it should be a nonpartisan issue. Everybody should be in lockstep on that, but they're not. The media's lying. The Democrats they don't want President Trump to be successful. I got news for them. We are being successful. Every illegal alien public safety threat we arrest makes this country safer. Every national security threat we take off the street and deport makes us safer. And we're rescuing thousands of children. The lives saved every day by ICE, the lives saved every day by Border Patrol, are in the hundreds. So it's the only thing I can think of, Griff, if they hate President Trump more than they love their community. They hate President Trump more than they want, safe communities. And there's just no other excuse why this is not, why this has become a partisan issue.
So, Gavin Newsom, of course, as he is on most issues, was completely wrong on this. And we saw that a bunch of the mainstream media was also taking the exact same tactic. Check out these headlines that Liz of TikTok collected on the post this morning. Well, that does it for this episode. Don't forget to like and share the video and follow our channel and visit department@deportation.com for all the channel merch.